JID, JID, Jittery, Destin, whatever you want to call him, it doesn't matter because he's a fraud! He may have dropped the best modern debut album and the best rap album of 2018 as well as the greatest album of the 2020s, but he has not done shit since the Forever Story. This man is honestly rivaling Playboy Cardi with this level of lying. At least Cardi dropped the album and released singles in the middle of the wait. JID fans have honestly got it the worst since this man has to get an award for blueballing an entire fan base by dropping the greatest features imaginable with 0 fucking singles. I know he said he used to want to be Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne dropped 3 albums in 1 year. JID is on pace to drop no albums in 3 years. How are you going to say that you're gonna drop music all year and then drop a grand total of 0 of your own songs and no signs of a fucking album? Let's look at what he dropped in 2024. Feature, 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 really good feature, another really good feature, and a feature on a Katy Perry song. Do you expect me to believe that this is the future of rap when I have to listen to fucking French Montana to hear this guy? Are you fucking joking me? How are you going to go from possibly the best album of 2022 and to an extent the greatest of this entire decade, have one of your songs go mega viral on the internet whilst coming off of an Imagine Dragons feature to dropping music with Katy Perry in 2024? What happened with the listening party in Paris? Is this another lie by the French? He literally said that the album is turned in and ready to drop, then like a week later he's still in the fucking studio. It's either he's adding more to the album or he lied about the entire thing. Matter of fact, fuck everything you've heard about upcoming albums. God does like ugly? Kill yourself. JID troll? Honestly, this might be Metro's fault. Forever and a day. More like I'm gonna be waiting forever and a day for this album to fucking drop. If rap had a sports gambling app where you can bet later or earlier for an album release and JID's next album said 2030, I would bet later because he would drop it in 2077. I've literally been tweaking the past few weeks because this guy doesn't drop. It got so bad to a point that I just started listening to Kenny Mason because he sounded like JID. No joke, this cured my schizophrenia for a month before I finally found the difference in their voices. JID not dropping got me so down bad that I'm listening to the entire Bears trilogy. I listened to the Katy Perry song. I listened to French Montana. I had to loop JID's entire verse on Fuel for a week because I didn't want to hear Eminem talk about P. Diddy or some shit. I have had the Forever Story on loop for so long that I can recite like 80% of the verses from memory. This also goes for DiCaprio too, with the only exceptions being Hotbox and Despacito too. My schizophrenia literally stems from this guy not dropping music because like I said before, he has a top 10 debut album of the 2010s, at least top 5 album of 2018, the most underrated album of 2022, flawless in his features, signed to one of the most popular labels in rap, had J. Cole literally say that JID is the closest thing to him and has one of the most diehard and dedicated fan bases in rap, and still hasn't dropped anything in 2025. I'm not even saying singles or albums. The last we have heard of this man in the studio was a feature on Crazier, and while it was a good feature and a great song by him and Absol, it's fucking April. Crazier dropped in November, dude. At this point, it has to be on Dreamville. Cole better be dropping the most heavenly album to ever grace this earth because there is no other reason for JID to take this long to drop. You know, he might just be living the music video in 151 and we just would never know. And he's trolling on Twitter while his fans go fucking insane. Literally liking posts and stories of people telling him to drop, commenting on some of them. And the closest we've gone to music out of him this year is a 12-second snippet on a Wingstop ad. He has to know what he's doing to us, man. How do you just hop on a track in 2019, say that you're here for the crown, and then leave after dropping one good album 3 years later? You are on fraud watch, JID. This is like watching Derrick Rose post ACL injury. You go from one of the most hyped up new guys to touch the game, literally become debatably the best in the game, go inactive, and now you just can't do shit. Every time JID drops a feature, it's like that one time Derrick Rose dropped 50 in Minnesota. The only difference is that JID still has it in him, but he just doesn't want to fucking do shit. I am dead convinced that there's a higher chance of an unreleased Beethoven composition to be found and conducted before this guy even drops a lead single. There is a higher possibility of Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, and Jack Black hopping in a studio to create a full-length album before JID finishes making Wingstop ads. Someone please fucking diss this man. This guy will not drop music if we don't. Please put down that stupid fucking styrofoam food container and get in the fucking studio.